You wake up after drinking, your head hurts, your mouth is dry, and for some reason, your chest feels tight, like something bad is about to happen. Most people call that a hangover, but inside your brain it's not just feeling rough. It's a 24-hour chemical chain reaction, and it starts within minutes. Why this matters? Billions of adults drink alcohol, but very few know what happens after the first sip. Alcohol doesn't simply relax you. It changes how your brain sends signals. It turns some systems down, turns others up. And then, when it leaves, your brain snaps back hard. That snapback is where the real story begins. Imagine your brain as a control room. One screen tracks fear, one tracks pleasure, one tracks balance, one records memory, one keeps judgment online. Alcohol walks in and starts moving the controls. At first, it feels like an upgrade. More ease, less tension, more confidence. But those controls don't stay stable. Hour 1. Within minutes, alcohol crosses into the brain. It boosts GABA, the system that tells your brain to slow down. That's the warm, calm feeling. At the same time, dopamine rises in the reward system. Your brain tags the drink as important, pleasant, worth repeating. But another system is already weakening, the prefrontal cortex. That's the part that says, think twice. You don't feel impaired yet. You feel normal, just more certain. Hours 2 to 3. Now the control room gets messier. The cerebellum, your balance and coordination system, loses precision. Reaction time drops, speech slows down, judgment gets looser. And the hippocampus, your memory recorder, starts missing information. That's why the end of the night can become blurry. It's not always that you forgot. Sometimes your brain never saved the file. Hours 4 to 6. Then alcohol starts leaving, and your brain reacts like a system correcting an overcorrection. For hours, alcohol pushed the calm signal up. Now your brain tries to balance it. GABA activity drops. Glutamate, the wake-up, react, fire system, can rise. The result? Your nervous system becomes jumpy, your heart may race, your sleep gets lighter, and that strange anxiety can start building before morning even arrives. Hours 7 to 12. This is the part people misunderstand. You may have slept, but your brain may not have recovered. Alcohol can fragment sleep and disturb REM, the stage involved in emotional processing and memory. Stress hormones can stay elevated. Mood-regulating systems can dip. So you wake up with a heavy head, a short fuse, and that empty, anxious feeling that seems to come from nowhere. It's not just in your head. It is your head. Your chemistry is trying to stabilize. Hours 12 to 24. Now the hangover peaks for many people. Your liver is processing acetaldehyde, a toxic byproduct created when alcohol breaks down. Your body is dealing with inflammation, fluid shifts, and poor sleep. Your brain is trying to restore its baseline while the stress system is still loud. That is why one night can echo through the entire next day. Not just in your stomach, not just in your head, in your decisions, your mood, your focus, your patience. The real cost. One night, 24 hours. Decision-making slowed, memory formation disrupted, sleep quality damaged, stress signals amplified, reward chemistry pushed up, then pulled down. Now repeat that every weekend, every month, every year. Over time, the brain can start adjusting its baseline around alcohol, not because someone is weak, because the system learns. Practical ending. So what do you do with this? If you're under the legal drinking age, the safest choice is simple. Don't drink. If you're an adult who chooses to drink, understand the cost before the first glass. The point isn't fear, it's control. Alcohol is not just a drink. It's a chemical visitor in your brain's control room. And for the next 24 hours, it keeps moving the dials. Now you know which ones. And that changes the way you look at the next drink.